now we're at the chapel.
This is definitely one of the better point-and-click horror games I've seen, because a lot of point-and-click horror games kind of rely on...
Oh God, Jesus.
Oh my God. Time to get holy. Oh God, the music. But it's like so many of the point-and-click games depend more on like the jump scare factor rather than the gaining suspense. So this game definitely is really good at that.
A bibble.
A bibbly.
The bibbly.
A holy bibble.
Now we read through the Bible.
Oh, well, you did say this game needed more Jesus. No, I said the house needed more Jesus. Oh.
This is my favorite chapter of the Bible.
Oh. Okay. Why?
Don't worry about it. Now we gotta go say hi to Jesus. Hi, Jesus.
How's it hanging?
How's it hanging?
But who wrote the Bible?
Who wrote the Bible? Oh.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
What do you mean, no?
It's scary.
Oh, okay. Aha.
Ah.
Ah.
Yeah, that's kind of dark. Jesus. Oh. What? What?
This is fine.
No.
This is fine.
No, 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 no. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
March 26. The folklore of the Dalmar is just as disturbing as their vicious attacks. If my researches have been correct, then I could have stumbled upon one of the most ancient tribes ever known to humanity, dating back to the era where the so-called Bushmen inhabited South Africa. We're talking over 20,000 years ago. How could any civilization manage to survive all this time without ever hunting or expanding? Just being there. I don't dare to imagine what 200 centuries of inbreeding and cannibalism can do to people. I've seen them, and they can't be called humans. What is most unsettling is their mystical background, impossible to be considered a religion due to its complete lack of basic rules and maturity. The only simple premise is to keep an evil entity at bay which has been stalking them since the beginning of time, or dark ages. At this point in my research, I had to stop and consider the implications. The Dalmar actually thought of their later period, the systemic slaughtering of mankind, as good times or golden ages. I thanked the Lord that this tribe never managed to grow, as I seriously think the region, even the entire continent, would have suffered terrible consequences. This history is so ancient that it makes me feel dizzy. The vengeful god, which is incidentally referred to as Dolom, would control the Dalmar via its many incarnations. Most of the time, it would be a tall feline-like figure, always dwelling in the shadows and slaying any villager who would unwittingly come close. Some say its deadly claws would not only penetrate their body, but your soul. The purpose of the harassment is unclear. It would look as if the Dalmar were simple toys to play with. It seems then that the Dalmar managed to free themselves from its clutches with the help of an amulet or charm, which would effectively force the entity to retreat. The most curious thing is how this amulet was conceived. Two main elements were required to perform the exorcising of this evil, and they had to be strictly related to each other, one representing the victim and the other representing the victimizer. To achieve this, something related to each one was used. While I'm not sure what is referred to as the victim, I think it can be concluded that anything belonging to any villager would have served, given that they were all victims. As for something representing the victimizer, that may have been more complicated. What could possibly be related to a god? This god in question. Next, these elements had to be mixed with a rare medicinal plant native to the region, which apparently had the properties to blend both items together, as long as they were not too solid. Finally, a branch of a particular tree, whose name escapes me, now had to be used as the holder of the blended items. It is on this item that a mysterious blessing was performed. It should be noted that all the elements had to be organic. The Dalmar successfully released themselves from the control of the vicious god with an intense ritual that seems to have taken days to perform. In the end, the amulet was so powerful that the entity surrendered to their will and offered divine power in exchange for sacrifices. But the Dalmar wouldn't allow to be fooled. They decided that getting rid of this evil once and for all would be the wisest thing to do. So they managed to capture its spirit and store it someplace where they could guard it for ages to come. My God. My God. The evil spirit was cast into a mask, trapped inside the confines of its blessed wood for eternity. A mask which its description bears uncanny resemblance to. Who am I fooling? It is that mask. The Dalmar would keep this spirit at bay via regular rituals, involving the bloody sacrifices of the aforementioned amulet. The last book I read today about the Dalmar, in reality 2 small paragraphs, as amusing bonus reading in a book lent by the museum, has revealed to me something that left me completely paralyzed with terror. I've always wondered since I began studying them, what made the Dalmar savagely slaughter the neighboring tribes without any apparent reason. Was it a violent, raw instinct? Did they feel threatened in any way? Was it by a perverse and ungodly sense of enjoyment? No. It was fear. Fear that someone else would take the mask and release the god. They killed to protect themselves from falling again into the Dark Ages. If they went to such extreme lengths to avoid this, then what did they have to endure when the entity was free?
Interesting.
The rituals haven't been performed on the mask for years now. What have I done? What have I done?
It all makes sense.
I was shocked to learn about this evil. Terrible as it was, I still wondered to what extent James Blackwood went to get rid of the curse.
What extent indeed?
What extent? Christopher, these very well be my last notes in this regard. I'm afraid Catherine has already realized what I've been doing here all this time. In vain, I've tried to explain myself, and I know what might have been the outcome if I had kept insisting. If you could only believe me, Christopher. Because I know you intend well, but I can feel the doubt in your heart. Put your rational thoughts aside for a moment and yield to the facts. If I can do it, someone who was constantly taught in the wonders of science ever since his childhood, then so can you. I'm hoping that you will contemplate the possibility of some truth in my assessments once you read about my latest findings. It is imperative that you carry on with this task. Catherine is watching my every step, and I'm afraid she'll take strong measures if I do anything out of the ordinary. Did you know? She's been talking to the other doctors besides you, and psychiatrists. My God, Christopher, I feel that she's willing to shut me up in a madhouse. How is it possible that all of you won't believe me? As if what happened with my own son wasn't enough proof. In my adjacent notes, you will find an exhaustive essay on the origin of the curse and what should be done to eliminate it. I know the whole amulet deal must sound crazy, but you have to trust me. The tribe has been doing this for centuries. Are you going to forfeit all that knowledge and experience? They faced a god, Christopher, and lived to tell it. Now it is our turn to live and tell the story. And Christopher, if we fail to remove the curse and anything happens to me, I want you to do it. And I have my complete mental faculties whilst I'm asking you to do this. It has been becoming more and more dangerous lately. Do not hesitate. There's simply no other way, and you would be the only one left who can do it. Promise me. Promise me you will. I know I'm asking you to become a cold-hearted murderer, but Christopher, our lives, possibly many others, are at stake. Isn't that enough to forget your vow? Some intense, spoopy shit.
Mm-hmm.
How do I get out of here? Oh. Time to talk to our good friend Jerry.
Oh no!
Jerry, it's me.
Michael, I was about to call you.
Why?
I've been thinking about what you told me, and you could be onto something there. But I'm worried about your safety now. This could be dangerous.
What do you mean by dangerous?
Well, let's
Really, Michael?
suppose you're right, and James Blackwood is indeed hiding somewhere inside the house. He's a madman, a murderer,
Yes.
and your life could be in danger.
Jerry, if James Blackwood is still alive, he'd be nothing more than a harmless, decrepit old man. I don't think I'd have any problem outdoing him.
And what if he is armed?
I'm willing to take that risk. He surely knows I'm here by now. What if he's waiting for me to leave so that he can escape? I can't miss this opportunity.
The opportunity of what, for Christ's sake?
Of knowing. I'm already too much into this, Jerry. And if I don't know what happened inside this house, I won't be able to sleep again.
You're obsessed.
I don't think
You're
he'll be able
supposed
to
finish your book
sleep
and get
again
some
anyways.
rest. And now look at this. What are you going to say to your editor?
Who knows? Maybe this whole episode inspires me to write that ending. I'm sorry. I can't leave this now, Jerry. It's too late.
I can't believe this. I don't understand you. Doesn't the possibility of spending another night in that house with a creepy old man hiding in the basement scare you?
I know what you're trying to do. Goodbye, Jerry.
Michael? Michael! It's dangerous. Do you hear me? Dangerous. You have
Listen to
leave.
Jerry.
I'll keep you informed.
Jerry!
It's fine. We'll be fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong.
Jerry's like, Michael's dead.
There's no point. Notice of eviction. Mr. Michael. Due to irregularities in its acquisition process carried over by Mr. Jerry P. Carter, you are to immediately leave the property, known as Blackwood Manor. If you fail to comply, legal proceedings will be enforced against you. You have 2 days to effectively abandon the property after the issuing of this notice. We take no responsibility for the courier service. A police officer is due to arrive at the Blackwood Manor on Tuesday, October 15th. Should you be present, you will be immediately taken into custody without further notification.
Oh.
So that was the reason Jerry wanted me to leave the house so badly. I bitterly realized that he wouldn't come for me, and that it was up to me to find a way to leave the house.
Oh.
Well, since the battery is dead,
The horn still sounds sad.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh. You okay there, B? Set the battery on the ground. You're just like so close to the screen. Oh, Jesus.
No, that was in the other scene. We already did the Jesus thing.
Can we leave now or will we get murdered? Uh-oh.
As I prepared myself to leave the manor, I suddenly felt responsible for disturbing the forces that had up to now lain dormant inside the house. I had to do something.
Ah, Michael! Leave, Michael!
We have to find... Oh, it's over there. Where'd my shelf go?
Oh, the freaking music. Oh.
There she is. Isn't she beautiful?
Oh, God. Looking a little bit rough there, Catherine.
All right, we pulled a tooth out of her head.
Oh, Jesus. Michael.
It's fine. We're just gonna put everything back. Like
He's
never
like,
happened.
now she can rest in peace.
I gotta go back to the gallery.
Oh, no. I hate the slowly opening doors. Oh, there's no music?
It's fine. It's fine. Take a lion claw. Ah, okay. So we gotta make that amulet so that we can make this house clean.
Little popping sound. Wait. Are we grinding the teeth?
Oh,
No. Why? Is this the actual prequel to House Flipper? That, what? Well, I hope he cleans that grinder well before he uses it.
for making his
Teeth flour.
teeth flour.
Oh, and the berry. Oh.
And the berries. All right.
Jerry's berries.
Jerry's berries.
Jerry's delicious berries.
There's some kind of metal rod we're supposed to find up here.
I was wondering if this bathroom would come in handy. Ah.
A bathroom always comes in handy.
Bathrooms give
I like the
everyone a
second
great
floor
sense
bathroom
of
that I've been to, like,
relief. Yeah, Jerry
Yeah,
has,
put this-
or Jerry, Michael has gone to the bathroom how many times?
enough.
Oh boy.
My one match left.
Bathroom is where you find the fabled soap. So spooky, so cute. No. No. No.
I attached the stone to the branch and immediately felt a strange sensation. The amulet seemed to be vibrating. I was ready.
No, you're not ready. I'm not ready. No. Why? Haunted vibrator.
Oh. Wave the amulet in front of the mask, and then... At first, nothing seemed to happen. But then the atmosphere felt lighter, as if the house had been relieved of a monstrous burden.
There's no.
Remember?
Are we not going to get murdered?
I don't know.
The music does sound
Are we?
happier, but I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
I stood there, paralyzed in terror, as I heard those horrible noises again. They just wouldn't stop.
No! No!
I went down the fireplace. I couldn't shake the feeling of entering a forbidden zone, a place that had been and was supposed to remain forgotten in time.
Forget about it and leave.
The passage was full of junk. The only noticeable feature of the room was a filthy and cracked sink.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
I remembered being soaking wet and shaking in fear, yet I just had to go on as if driven by some unseen force.
Michael! Oh god, there's blood.
fresh water was dripping from a pipe. There were remnants of food on the table. Someone, or something, had been eating down here.
Oh god.
Several bricks had been removed from this wall, resulting in a large hole.
No.
The smell coming from inside the hole was unbearable.
Oh, Jesus.
Traces of raw meat. It appeared as if they had been dropping it through the grating.
I don't want to find out what's in there. No. Look for the bear. No. No bear.
A disgusting teddy bear, covered in mud and dirt, was lying on the ground. It appeared to be bites that were ripped from its neck. Suddenly, the words of William Bailey concerning the body of Catherine Blackwood echoed in my head. Ripped, she would say.
Oh, Jesus. Are you... What? No. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Michael's like, nope, nope.
Nope. Big ol' nope. Bye. Bye, Felicia.
Oh.
Unsure of what I had just seen, I raced my car and left Blackwood Manor as quickly as possible. I'm not ashamed of what I did. That disfigured face is still stalking my nightmares, and I've never put foot inside a Victorian house ever since. But there's certainly one thing that I'm grateful for. It was thanks to my encounter below that house that I was able to finish my book and become a prolific writer.
Yeah, the creepy eyes in the dark. That was a good effect. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that... What? Okay, it looks like fingers for a second. Is he having like nightmares about it? Oh no!
And that was Scratches.
That was a great game.
It's a very good game for like suspense and atmosphere.
Yeah. The last visit.
In other words, you must head right away to the Blackwood estate and get me something.
But sir, that story is long forgotten now. No one cares anymore about...
They will as soon as the estate is demolished. 2 weeks from now, that place is going to be smashed to bits. It's such an event will revive all the rumors and madness.
Michael Arthayet supposedly solved the Blackwood enigma, but for some reason never shared his solution. Perhaps I could persuade him...
You can forget about that. Mr. Arthayet rarely speaks to the press, and less so about this story. Not even the most experienced and reputed reporters in the field have convinced him to talk.
I'm glad to hear you think so highly of me, sir. Perhaps he decided that preserving the mystery would be in the best interests of everyone.
No, I think he's a very unstable fella, and his solution was probably as far-fetched as what town people were rumoring back in the 60s. You know, a family curse or aliens from outer space possessing Blackwood.
Yes, thrilling. What about Jerry Carter?
Jerry Carter was convicted to 8 years in prison with a serious charge of fraud, but only spent 4 inside and is now doing community services under probational liberty. He's never crossed a single word with Michael since his stay at Blackwood Manor and probably doesn't know a thing about the mystery.
I can't say I'm excited about this, but I don't have much of a choice, I guess.
No, what you have is a potentially great article on your hands. Do your best, as this is probably our last chance to shed some light about what happened inside that house.
Fine. I'll drive there tomorrow.
Carrie says this might take 15 minutes to play if we don't read everything.
No, Jerry. And with your comment earlier, thank you for recommending the game, Phantom.
I've parked my car inside the estate, and I'm about to start investigating. This might prove useful.
Yeah, it's been a while since anybody has been to Blackwood Manor.
It looks like someone left in a rush and dropped all their, souvenirs. Ugh! There's something moving down that hole. There's a faint light coming from it, but I can't see what's inside. Whoever left all this stuff in here must have been leaving the house in quite a hurry.
Yep. I would say so.
I would say so. Now we have a can full of water.
It's a huge pool of water blocking the way.
If that hole leads to the basement. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I kind of assumed that's what the hole was for.
The whole place is exhibiting signs of vandalism and trashing.
Oh.
Oh, interesting. Murder.
Murderer.
Surprised people are brave enough to go in the house.
I mean, kids will be kids. Teenagers tend to want to go where they shouldn't be going.
Mm-hmm. That is fair.
Oh. The door is off of the cell down here.
There's an intense smell of urine in this room. It seems like cats have claimed it as their home.
Ew.
There's some object inside that hole.
Oh,
There's
Jesus.
also a nasty cat in there as well. It almost ripped my hand off.
Those eyes were not okay after what we just experienced. Keep pulling my hair. Okay, there we go.
My shiny thing. No one else's shiny thing. I find it interesting that we have all of the, we somehow have all of Michael's things.
Mm-hmm. Like, how did that happen? Michael just left all of the things outside the gate.
This is the room where Michael Arthayet slept
Yep.
those 3
He's like,
fateful
I don't need
days.
these anymore.
Not much to see here, though. That's odd. Arthayet left most of his stuff in here. In turn, it seems, later visitors have barely left anything.
They share Caragrow pans of folding. Yep. And now we have to try and go to
This
bed
room
after
was
this.
probably a cozy place before.
It'll be fine.
Not anymore. A bottle of thalidomide. I remember reading something about that drug. plot thickens. This is the gallery where James Blackwood carried on his eccentric hobby.
Oh,
Or
everything's been
what's left of
stolen.
it.
I mean, can you really surprise here? Can you really be surprised here? Can you surprise?
Boo! Oh.
What a shame they took everything. I would have loved to have seen what kind of stuff Blackwood kept here. How interesting. This seemed to be a secret storeroom. Whatever was here must have been of high importance. Unless they wanted to keep it secured for other reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Bathroom is...
The window seems to have been covered with mud.
Ew. Evil reasons.
evil.
Evil.
I can't see a thing in this bathroom, and I forgot to bring my flashlight.
Of course you did.
I think I'll take my chances with the other stairway. This one looks quite dangerous.
It is a new day. Did you get to the bathroom yet?
I mean, we did just go to the bathroom. It's very important to be very regular.
But apparently it's true that you can be too regular. Yeah. Like if you go to the bathroom too much, your bladder gets used to like...
Something is moving down there.
Your bladder readjusts to where you have to go to the...
I think we just splashed the cat that was down there.
But yeah, like your bladder, I don't think it actually shrinks, but it gets... You feel the urgency like sooner if you go to the bathroom more often. You have to find...
Interesting.
Yeah. Did you have your 4:30?
Your 4:30 meeting.
And the prize is a doorknob.
Wow.
All that work for a freaking doorknob.
I love it. Thanks.
Thanks.
A doorknob. Thanks.
In its current state, this is an extremely uninviting dining room. Ugh. I wonder if this kitchen was ever tidy.
Nope.
Time for our favorite room.
The atmosphere is almost unbearable down here in the basement. The walls are dripping with moisture.
Not the moisture.
Sounds like mold to me.
It's a huge furnace, which still doesn't seem quite large enough to heat the whole house.
I like how the game designers were kind of like, we just kind of want this to be an epilogue. We don't want you to spend all of your time going through the whole house again. So we're going to block things off.
I appreciate it for sure.
The rag is too dry to have any effect on the mud.
I wonder if it's because you poured it on the cat already, so it's empty.
Oh. So we have to go get more water. That makes sense.
Okay.
There. There. Now I have a wet, soapy rag.
The window seems to have been covered with mud.
The noises.
I can't tell exactly why, but I don't like this mask one bit.
Well then.
I can't tell exactly why, but I don't like this mask one bit.
Because it's the cursed mask.
It's still there. What's gonna happen in the bathroom?
Scary poops.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
No!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Goodbye.
Oh, God.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Can't you see this place is dangerous? Robin, please forgive me. I had to see you before I returned to my dying baby.
As I hurriedly left Blackwood Manor, I tried putting together what I just experienced, to no avail. I was in shock and couldn't think clearly, and it took many days until I was ready to pass judgment on what I'd seen. The Blackwood estate has now been demolished, and I have arrived at a conclusion. It is clear that the Blackwood family, with the help of this Dr. Milton, kept their son hidden from the public as he was suffering from severe malformations. It is unclear whether he was truly dangerous, or the Blackwoods were simply psychotic. Quite possibly one thing led to another, and this situation ended with the death of Catherine Blackwood. We can finally give some closure to this sad episode in the peaceful town of Rothbury. And yet, there's something I can't quite explain. A missing link, something that just doesn't fit. We may never know what the real heart of the mystery is. But for the time being, this will have to do.
I like that. Gave a little bit extra. I kind of called it then earlier. I talked about the sun still being alive.
Yeah. The sun is still alive. It seems also that James, from the sounds of it, it was James that was feeding the sun and keeping him alive.
Yeah. Yeah. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. And thank you, V, for playing more scratches and being my guest co-host.
Yeah.
Keeping things afloat while Jess is away.
Yeah. Oh, apparently it was the
doctor
doctor keeping them alive.
Okay. But so does that mean that... Yeah, okay, so in the coffin, that was James Blackwood, I guess.
Okay, yeah, so James was in the coffin, and Catherine was out, buried on the grounds.
Yep. But thank you to everyone for joining us tonight, and let us know what you thought of the game. and what other games you might want us to cover. And if you'd like to keep up to date with our content, you can find our link tree listed below. And we have a Teespring, and if you want some merch, like spoon merch. Spoons! But until the next time, stay safe and stay spoopy. Bye.